The past 10 days or so have been one hell of a year. The people wearing maxi pads on their ears and voting for a rapist con man are now attacking Kamala Harris for her sexual history. Yep, the most predictable outcome of Joe Biden finally, thankfully, dropping out of the 2024 presidential election and most likely being replaced by a black woman is Donald Trump supporters ramping up the sexism and racism. Who could have seen that coming? Truth be told, I have a lot of issues with Kamala Harris. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I can't wait to vote for her. I can't outright support anyone who calls themselves a top cop. And her continuing support for the genocide in Gaza is fucking tragic. And even more tragic is that no candidate is going to change that. So this is what we got. As far as I'm concerned, she's better than Biden, who was better than Trump. That's it. She clears the lowest of bars. There's plenty to criticize her for. But the MAGA cultists went straight for the racism and sexism because they are a bunch of weirdo freaks. Here's a meme that instantly popped up. Montel Williams side piece 2024 because see, she dated Montel Williams like 20 years ago. That's the whole joke. Here's conservative intellectual Matt Walsh, who claims that she got her start by sleeping with Willie Brown, and also throws in the fact that she was only vice president because they needed a non-white female, and that she made a career out of begging for handouts from powerful men. He calls her a thoroughly unimpressive human being, unlike Matt Walsh, who blogs for a living. Here's some random weirdo calling her knee pad trash. And here's a MAGA meme claiming that Kamala is going to blow people for votes. Well, shit. I know who I'm voting for. They even dug up this photo of Kamala with Jeffrey Epstein, which is a great reminder that this actually didn't happen, but Trump's longtime friendship with Jeffrey Epstein did. Kellyanne Conway, remember that name? She stuck with the racist stereotype. She claims that Kamala does not speak well and does not work hard, unlike Kellyanne's plastic surgeon, who has been working very hard just to make her look like a melted Dolly Parton wax figure. See, Kamala doesn't deserve anything she's achieved. She's simply a DEI hire. Or to put it more bluntly, she was only hired because she had a vagina of color. And here's the Republican vice presidential candidate and bootleg hillbilly J.D. Vance, who says that Kamala is a childless cat lady who's miserable with her life because she didn't have children. And not having children means she doesn't have a direct stake in America. Wow. J.D., please continue saying this weird-ass shit as you campaign all across the country. Please continue to be yourself. People without children, fuck you. People who've adopted, fuck you. People with stepchildren like Kamala, fuck you. Yeah, that's a winning message. Oh, and by the way, cats are awesome. But this one is my favorite. This comes from James Lindsay, a conservative activist, another Republican intellectual, who orchestrated the attacks on critical race theory and DEI. He claims that a phrase that Kamala often uses, to see what can be, unburdened by what has been, is actually a cult. It's a Marxist and Luciferian incantation. Holy shit! She's a communist witch! We're bringing back the Red Scare and witch trials. This is fucking incredible. Hold on, wait. What does this mean for the blowjobs? Are those still on, or? Now, I don't try to tell anyone who to vote for. Do you? I'm going to do me. You do you. Vote for whoever the fuck you want to vote for, just not Trump. But I will say this. The best reason to vote for Kamala is that it will make the absolute worst people in the country miserable. And if the thought of these fucking weirdo freaks crying their eyes out over a black woman president doesn't make you ecstatic, then just think about how mad Hillary Clinton must be that someone else might become the first female president.